You're listening to The World According to George. This uninspired, puffy Midwestern man is looking for something more as he moves through life in his 30s.
Welcome to The World According to George. I'm your host, George Thomas, and this episode of WAG is being broadcast from 3 locations. We're in West Loop in Chicago, Indianapolis, Indiana, where Eric Weist is. And Eric brought a friend today, Chad. How do you say your last name, Chad? Roggeman?
Roggeman.
Okay, yeah. And you're in Mishawaka. Is that the right town?
Mishawaka, yep.
Okay. And did you grow up in Mishawaka?
Yep, born and raised, man.
Okay. And that, Eric, you went to Mishawaka High School and you grew up there too, right?
Yeah. Yep, I did.
Yeah. Finished valedictorian in high school, Mishawaka High School.
Bottom of my class.
Yeah. Okay. Graduated. How do you guys? So you met in high school, and that was a long time ago. So you're still in touch, obviously now.
Yeah, we met in middle school. I think it was like basketball. We were both on the B team, and we started hanging out then and played football and all that through high school. And then we went to IU together. And
you went to IU, yeah.
Oh yeah. And we were just there this last weekend, acting like we were 22 again. So,
did you graduate this same year, like as Eric?
Yeah, we were both class of 2009 for high school, and then I think 13. He might have taken a couple semesters longer than me in college, but
I took some laps around the sun,
like 10. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. And Chad, what do you do for a living in Mishawaka?
Yeah, I'm an elementary PE teacher.
Do you like that?
I do. I'm in my 10th year now, and I'm better at it than I ever was. So
you've had the same job since you graduated college.
Yep.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, so you're an expert in that now. I would guess.
I have a better idea of what I'm doing than I used to. That's for sure.
And you've always been at Mishawaka High School?
So I'm at an elementary school. I'm at the elementary where I went back in the day. So
you are. Okay.
Come full circle.
And you've been at that same school that whole 10 years too?
So this is my 6th year there, and I was at a different school, same corporation for my first 4 years.
Okay. Very good. And are you married, or you have a girlfriend over in Mishawaka?
I have a girlfriend named Carly, and she's a nurse. We've been together for a while now, so it's kind of like
should have got off the pot.
Feel the pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not getting any younger, you know what I mean?
Listen to Eric. We've all been there.
For sure, man.
Where is she a nurse at St. Joe or Memorial Hospital?
She's at Memorial in South Bend.
That's a really I'd say that's the best hospital there. I've got family that works there. One uncle especially that works there, and I had stuff done there. It's a great place.
Yeah.
They're renovating it, or they're getting ready to do a tower or something. I'm sure your girlfriend knows all about it.
I didn't know that. Maybe I should communicate with her more.
I don't know if they've started. Yeah, I don't know if they've started a little bit of it. Scott, my uncle keeps talking about it. And then are you also obsessed with like working out and how your body looks? And do you have 10 eggs in the morning and all this bullshit that Eric does?
I say I work out more for the mental advantages. Like when I get anxious, working out is my best type of therapy. But I am jacked, for the record.
You are?
Okay.
I do it more.
Your head and your shoulders look kind of big, so maybe there's some. I can't see the rest of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't enjoy, looking in the mirror and being happy about it to an extent? But
I like looking in the mirror and being unhappy about it. But yeah.
Hey, that's all right, man. To each his own.
Well, we're gonna get into that. I've made some progress lately.
Good.
And how often do you work out a week?
I usually, right now, I'm Monday through Friday. I actually work out at school, like on my lunch break.
So every day you work out?
Yeah, not on the weekends.
What do you have for lunch if that's during your lunch break?
My lunch I pack every day. I pack hamburger buns, and then I make a sandwich of turkey and cheese, and then I'll have an apple either chips or pretzels, and then like a granola bar and water. So that's my lunch pretty much every day.
But do you make the food from the cafeteria food, or you bring all that from home?
I bring it from home.
Oh, you do. But you could eat at the school, couldn't you?
I could, yeah, but I don't have
free?
much. I don't have much time, so like I just bring it, so I don't have to go worry about getting it and all that stuff.
How long is your lunch break?
This year it's like 40 minutes.
40 minutes, so it's not that long.
No, but I've had it when it's like 25 minutes, which is pretty rough. So
you don't shower after that though, and you just go back to class.
Straight back, baby.
Yeah, they don't notice, right? And you're in PE, so
I tell them I shower every Wednesday, so that's all good.
The smell just fits in with all the kids anyways. So
do the kids stink? Do they have BO?
I'll tell you what, man. I have kindergarten through 6th, so like by 5th grade, they're hitting that growth spurt, like puberty type age. So you can definitely tell a difference between the older kids and the younger kids, especially if I don't have air conditioning in that gym. So if it's a hot day like today, it gets pretty musty in there for sure.
So the older ones who went through puberty are a lot smellier.
Yes.
They smell like shit. Yeah. Okay.
It can get musty.
Oof. Does it make you want to, like, being around like kindergartners, does it make you want to have children yourself?
Yeah, it does. I mean,
it does make you want to have children.
They're
so you're different than me and Eric in that case then.
Well, it depends on the kid. I mean, there's kids who are
awful kids. I bet.
Yeah, there's kids who are amazing, and there's kids that challenge your patience every second. So
it sounds like me.
Yeah, I had good training.
Yeah, you were a bad kid.
I'd fit right in.
So if you're not like for breakfast, so I know your lunch for breakfast. What are you eating?
Every day I eat 3 frozen sausages, but
this guy's fucking intense. I knew.
I cook them I don't eat them like a candy bar frozen. I put them in the microwave.
And
then I have a carrot, like a carrot stick.
What are you, Bugs Bunny?
This is better than Eric's breakfast.
I'm a plain eater, dude.
A carrot stick and 3 frozen sausages, right?
Yeah, and then I'll have like a fruit cup of cut up pears and coffee. That's my breakfast every day.
That's the same every day.
Yeah, dude. I'm plain.
You've got to have really low cholesterol. Although they're not like Jimmy Dean sausages. They're better. Or they are Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, they are Jimmy Dean.
Oh, wow. I just guessed that. You sound like the spokesperson for Jimmy Dean.
What'd you say, Eric?
I said he just takes it from one of the students when he gets there.
So mean.
No, I eat it. I'm just lazy, man. I get up late, so I just throw that stuff in the microwave and eat it as I go. And
I don't know if I like that you're microwaving it so much and you're eating so much microwaved food, and that stuff could already have chemicals in it, right?
Yeah, you don't have Eric? To like it though, right?
Right, Eric? No, I do. Yeah. I'm going to text your nurse girlfriend. What?
Uh-oh. He's gonna get on her. Carly's gonna get on him.
You shouldn't ask. Her first. I only need her first name. I'll find her now. You guys live together or no?
No, we don't.
No. Oh, you don't live together.
No, How long? I'm old school.
Yeah, good. How long have you been dating?
Coming up on 6 years now.
Oh, man. Yeah. You're right. You're right there.
Yep. And I'm gonna be 33 this month, so I feel the time ticking.
Mm-hmm. How old's she?
She's a few years younger. She just turned 29.
Nice. Good. Okay.
She's a great girl, man.
She pressuring you?
She's pretty cool about it, but I can definitely feel the walls closing in a little more than they used to.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all similar boats because we're all dating somebody, and we've all been dating for several years.
Yeah.
Do you think Eric is the marrying type? You think he'll get married someday?
I think he will. Yeah.
I think he will. In 2040?
I think it would be good for me and him to get married. Not to each other, but like.
Do you think Eric needs to grow up and act more mature, and being married might help him with that? And worrying about somebody besides himself every second?
Eric and I have always had a mantra, and it's we're mature when we have to be, And when we want to have fun, we have fun. And, like at work and stuff.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything about you. I'm talking about my knowing Eric for 12 years. Okay. Well, Carly sounds like a lucky girl. You guys have a good relationship, and I'm sure that's going to go well. Eric, I don't know about you. I don't know your girlfriend. You know, who knows? I don't know. Is this your first girl you've lived with, Eric, or no?
No.
You live with all your girlfriends. You end up doing it, huh?
No, this is the second one.
Oh, just second. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you remind us what you're eating in the morning? Because I didn't. I know you said it last time, but how many eggs was it exactly?
It was 6. But I've been making breakfast sandwiches in the morning just because it's been tasting a little bit better. So I've been doing like 5. 2 breakfast sandwiches in the morning.
Made out of what?
Just a bagel, 2 bagels, and then
So you can have bagels
bacon.
and still be in shape because you work out so much.
Oh yeah, carbs is what make me.
If I had 2 bagels, I mean, I already look puffy. If I'd be even puffier with 2 bagels.
Carbs are my energy since my metabolism's a little bit higher.
It's so high.
Dude, you got to get some Jimmy Dean sausages in there.
Absolutely not.
You don't have any. Yeah. What kind of meat do you put on there? Protein.
I usually do bacon, or there is from Costco. You can get this like all natural chicken sausage.
Why are you so against like Jimmy Dean sausages?
I don't know. I just don't like some of the ingredients in it. Like I think there's like
because you think there's too many. There's too many chemicals in there, Chad.
Yeah,
You should probably be going to Trader Joe's and getting more natural stuff.
You're probably right.
If you're eating it if you're eating it once a week or once a month, okay. But if you're that consistent, like you say,
I am. I eat it every morning.
Why a carrot? Why do you want to eat? Why are you having a carrot?
Because cancels it out.
It's convenient, man. I just take it and go, and I eat it like a 3 Musketeers in my truck. And
is it like, do you skin the carrot?
No, it's the kind you buy, and they're already like they're not like the baby carrots, but like the carrot sticks, and you just
those are they say those have the most nutrients, way better than the baby carrots.
Yeah, I heard baby carrots aren't that good for you.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Which is weird. So I'll stick with my Jimmy Deans and cancel it out with a carrot.
Yeah, and that's it, right? Or what did I miss something? What do you say besides that? That's all you have. Oh no, you have peaches in a jar.
Pears. But pears. Eric is much more knowledgeable on diet and nutrition stuff. I just I'm lazy and I eat what I can get quickly.
Well, you're still eating what do they say? They say you shouldn't wake up and have a big meal, and then if you do eat in the morning, you should only have protein, and you don't want to eat sugar, and you don't want to eat carbs, and you're not doing any of that. And you've got a vegetable, a fruit, and protein. So
yeah,
even if Jimmy Dean's isn't the highest quality, I'm it's still starting the day right, I would guess. Right, Eric?
It's worked for me, man.
Yeah,
better than nothing. I mean, some people don't. Do you have
abs? Do you have abs, Chad, like Eric?
I'm rocking about a 4-pack right now.
Oh my God. I am such a fat piece of shit. Okay. Well, I want to update everyone on me. Get off these assholes that are 33 that still have abs. So I have not been working out, but my weight, Eric, has been decreasing as of late because I'm lowering my caloric intake. I'm being better. I'm not eating a huge amount at night. And I think I've lost like 9 pounds because I've stopped eating so much. And now that's only over a few weeks. So I want to get closer to 170. I'm a little too heavy at I think I'm floating around 183 now. And then I also, my question is, I might start this. I was with people over the weekend. I might start this like fasting where I only eat from noon to 8 and then I fast for like 16 hours. Has that worked? I feel like if I could do that for weeks on end consistently, I feel like the weight would fall off.
I mean, yeah, I've never done anything like that, but I have heard, and just like maybe just from doing like random research, that it does work for some people. I think that the best thing to do is it's always trial and error, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It either works or it doesn't. And if it does work for you, then continue doing it until, maybe you have to switch it up. But I think everything's trial and error for the most part.
Well,
I have heard people say that, like, even if you're not exercising, like, diet is more effective than if you were hitting the gym hard every day. Obviously, doing both would be better results, but if you can change your diet to either more healthy or like cutting down the calories, that's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah. I really want to take control and look better. And we're getting older, but we're honestly just not that old yet. And if you look old, that's not good. So if you met me my hair is a little frizzy today and messy. I didn't do it. I worked out early. I did work out earlier, but and then I had meetings back. I didn't know it, so I didn't wash my hair yet. But I think I look my age. Maybe. Do I look my age, Eric?
Yeah, I would say you do.
Your face is a lot healthier than mine. I can just tell by your face. I don't know. I've never met Chad in person, but like your face is like a small like peanut. There's no fat on it.
Mine?
Yeah, like I could tell. I could tell you like your neck. Like there's no. It's very even with that weird beard. Like you're very defined.
I gotta thank my parents, I guess.
He looks like John Mayer, bro.
Yeah,
No.
he looks better than John Mayer. John Mayer's fat.
Next week, George, I'll be in Chicago. We can do a workout.
Wish I could. Okay. Eric, what is going on with you? You still have this job. I didn't know you were a mechanic. You're still dating that girl, and then your truck is 20 years old. What's going on?
Oh no, he brought up the truck, bro.
Why is your truck so old? I'm getting new cars. I'm getting new cars every year, and you have a 20-year-old truck. Where'd you go wrong?
All right. Well, I was fortunate enough to get it from my parents when I graduated college.
I thought you got it from your ex-girlfriend's parents.
No, I got it from my father, from my dad.
Your parent. Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Whatever ex-girlfriend that was. We don't. How many you had? Who knows?
I can go through a list if you want.
No.
Eric thinks people listen to this, even though no one does, and see, like he always likes trying to like edit himself, but there's nothing to be afraid of. So go ahead, Eric.
Anyways,
who have you cheated on lately? Just tell us.
George, you.
Oh my gosh.
The word's out. Anyways, I got it from my parents after I graduated college.
So that was in 2013. Oh no, you graduated in 18. So when was that?
It was 2015.
Oh, 15. Okay.
14 or 15, yeah. And then I've just had it ever since. And I've had problems with it every now and then, but nothing like major. And I told myself I was going to drive it till I'm driving into the ground. I mean, no, if I need to get a new vehicle, that's going to be the day that it actually doesn't work. So
I think you're being smart. And it's a Honda?
Yeah, it's a Honda Ridgeline.
And Hondas are good cars.
Yeah, I mean, it's lasted this long. So this is the last straw, though. I mean,
don't put any more money into it.
No, I'm not gonna. I won't.
What is it? How much you putting in? $2,000?
1,500.
1,500. On what?
Power steering pump, like hose line, needs to be fixed, and then the APP sensor was like the accelerator pressure sensor.
Oh boy, yeah, big stuff.
So,
okay, yeah. R.I.P. All right.
But the subwoofers are still full force. That's really what's important.
Do you have like better subwoofers?
I mean, when I first got the vehicle, the stereo system wasn't that good, so I updated it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he bumps in there.
He's playing that down. Anything else about your life that could be interesting on here, Eric? Or
I mean, I'll be back in Chicago again for training for work next week.
You said that already.
I know. I'm just updating you.
We're not going to Nobu again.
I know. We're going to the gym.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to put you through a Weist workout.
They've got a really nice, soft floor gym here. Our old building was terribly designed. It was really, really hard, and it wasn't fun to work out on. This is really, really soft because it's brand new. So that's that. But you'll tell me if you think it's a good gym, I guess, once you actually get in there. Right? Oh no, did I show it to you? No.
You showed it to me.
But you didn't look at anything really.
No, we just went in there and walked through, and then we went to the patios and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. More about So I recently cut down on my medication. I sliced my Prozac dose in half, and then I doubled my Wellbutrin medication. So I feel like I'm having hot flashes now because I might be stimulated. And Wellbutrin sometimes, to counteract the side effects of SSRIs, they can try to increase your, I think, sexual appetite maybe, or sexual behavior. And Prozac does the opposite. So you see what I'm getting at, Eric?
Yeah.
And Chad? So what was happening is, I wrote it down so I didn't forget. So when you're on, so I was on Prozac. So then you have a much more, like for me, I don't have ED. This is getting really personal, but it's okay. I don't have ED, but I had a super delayed orgasm. Isn't that weird? So then my question is, like, if I want, because they say Wellbutrin has the opposite effect, and I've turned everything down, like what's going to happen now? I just don't know. And what would, and almost, I shouldn't say delayed. Sometimes I don't orgasm at all because I've thrown my arm out. I just want to leave, go to bed.
Well, good thing I'm a medical doctor. I'll tell you exactly what to do.
What's happening?
Here we go.
What's happening? You have some experience with this, Eric? Come on.
I don't. I can do some quick Google researches and I'll give you a whole list.
How long, without getting too detailed or personal, Eric, how long are
this ought to be good.
Like when you have a special night, how long are those sessions?
I've never done anything like that.
Yes, you have. 2 minutes?
30 seconds.
No. You're not being.
I would just say if your meds.
We should have had Carly on here. She could have told us all about this stuff.
Yeah, if your meds are being changed, I mean, your body's adjusting to that. So like, you're not going to be able to figure it all out over the course of 2 or 3 days. Like you're going to have to wait a few weeks till everything regulates back to where you're trying to get it to be, and then
good advice.
Kind of take it from there. Yeah. That would be my 2 cents.
Eric, next time when you come over next week, I just want to have you sit down with your shirt off, and we'll just time how long it takes for me to get turned on. And by that, we'll see if it's really working or not. Okay?
Here we go. All right, whatever.
Okay, great. Yeah. I don't what I want to take the pill that gives you more orgasms, not less. So who knows? Let's see here. I did get a new car, Eric and Chad. I got a Alpine Gray GLE 450E. I had a GLE 350 before. I didn't really probably need a new car, but I had a lot of value still. I still lost like $27,000 buying the new one. But what's the price on happiness? It's priceless. Although then I've always found out that, materialism and retail therapy, if it makes you feel better at all, it's very short and fleeting, and it maybe only lasts a week or two at most. And in actuality, money and things don't make you a more fulfilled person. That's my tip of the week. Is that what you guys have found? Are you guys big shoppers, or any of the above? You could be shopping for protein for like working out, or I don't know.
I would say I'm not really. I guess it really just depends on how I don't know. No, I would say I'm not a big shopper. I mean, I, for the most part, just get things that I need. And I don't really think that materialistic things can make you happy. Because I feel like everything that I have bought, if I did think it would make me happy, I'd still feel the same anyways. And I don't know. I kind of just don't look for happiness in materialistic items. That's just me though. Just doing things that make me feel better about myself, or doing things for people that make me feel better.
Working out.
Well, yeah, that make me happier.
Yeah, that's good.
I think in the long term, it's not gonna buying things is not gonna make you happy. But I will say, like, if I order a new pair of shoes or something, I'll be happy like that.
You feel good a little bit.
Maybe the next day, or sometimes I'll just be laying around and I'll get on Amazon and order random stuff and be excited about it. But I know better than to put my value into materialistic things. Yeah.
Both good answers. I've got a family member who doesn't know and really goes overboard, and it's a bad situation, and it's just so silly. And I've said it on here before. most of this stuff, and especially cars, or if you want to talk about anything really that's luxury, it's not going to be worth anything after you buy it unless it's a really great collectible. Maybe it's a Rolex, or maybe you've got a really rare, I don't know, gun or something. But even then, it's a waste of money, and everything depreciates. So gun was probably a bad example, but yeah, it's silly. But anyway, this car is I really do like it. It's the same basic size, shape, but it's a hybrid, and it's the first type, like this model type, in the GLE. Interior is identical to the last one. It's all black with like a dark gray wood. But the design, like I can change all the technologies. That's all upgraded. It's much heavier because it has batteries and fuel. And I used to have like a spare wheel well, and that's all gone, which I miss because it was storage. It feels so much better. Like if I'm going 100, feels way more together, like it likes it. And my wheels don't have as many gaps in them as my old ones, so it rides better. And then they refreshed. They're putting the freaking Mercedes symbol on everything. That I don't know why they need it on every single part of the car, but the little dots in the grill are little Mercedes stars now. My old one were just dots.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then they like I had it on my old one too, but they've got where when you open your front doors, and that the lights come on at night, it'll shine the Mercedes logo. So
I do have one question.
You never forget about the Mercedes.
That's pretty cool.
Will it give you a splinter?
That's a great question. It is this exact same wood that gave me a splinter in my car that was a 2022. So I don't know. If it does, I'm really going to throw a shit fit. And honestly, they should replace the last one. That's under warranty still. It was like $800, but they should rip that whole thing off, the stuff that covers your cup holders, because I had a real splinter in my pointer finger, and I had to go to urgent care to take it out in Indy. And it's absurd. I should sue them.
It was like life or death.
Shut up, Eric. You wouldn't want it. You should. A brand new Mercedes shouldn't give you a fucking splinter. I've never heard that. A 1980 Town and Country wouldn't give you a splinter.
Hey, man, you said you wanted the wood grain, bro.
No, I didn't configure this model. I would have done piano wood, but they didn't. Whatever. I wanted wood, but I would have done something. But I didn't configure the car. It was just allocated. Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And I want to talk about cars a little bit. It doesn't sound like you guys have this problem, but I know people that do have this problem. I want to give some advice to people, and it's you might think, get that call, Eric.
Sorry, PetSmart.
Oh, that's
Go
okay.
ahead.
You might think that it's a no-brainer, but I know people do it every day. And I was talking to somebody, and they were telling me about, because I was talking about my new car, they were saying how it's okay to finance and have credit card debt, and that's normal. And I just want to advise all you dummies out there who I see on the road that have new cars that can't afford them. You should never buy a brand new car. It doesn't matter if it's a Mercedes or a Toyota or a Honda, whatever it is, if you can't pay cash for it. And it's especially, maybe it was true 20 years ago when you could get 2%, 3%. Even then, I wouldn't do it because that's just wasted money. These days, with these crazy rates, you got to be insane. And if I couldn't afford to pay cash for my car, I would be paying 10% on a $1,400 per month car payment. That's $1,700 around that per year, $9,000 every 5 years. The car may only get paid off after 7. And so you're killing yourselves. There's people out there, people I know very close to me, that are doing this. People in this country, they have 10 grand in the bank, but they're driving an $80,000 car. And then the people also, these same people get credit card debt, and they're getting murdered on their credit card finance. They could be getting 20% on that. It's just, don't have a car payment if you don't need one. Only buy a car if you can afford it. And mostly you should be buying a used car probably, or you should be buying a brand new, I don't know, Toyota, or, if you've got it, I guess you can get a Mercedes if you want, but it's unneeded. It's your vanity. There is no investment. I'm vain. That's what's happening. And it's fine. I'll be fine. But I know people out there that wouldn't be, and that would make this dumb deal with, 10 grand, and it's absurd. So again, I'm not talking to you guys. I just know people do this every day, and that's why there's so many people in trouble living month to month in this country right now. So
yeah, I think a big part is just, do you have guidance growing up as you're, coming out of high school or college, like you get that first job, whether you've gone to college or not, you get that first job and all of a sudden you have money and you're like, oh, dude,
It's
I'm
burning a hole through your pocket.
Get the sweetest car, especially if you're a dude. But it's like if you don't have that guidance, you're going to go see what you can get approved for and pay a huge financing percentage. And then all of a sudden some time passes and you're like, dude, this is a lot of money I signed up to pay. So I've always been
loan is insane. Don't pay interest.
Right.
Pay off your credit card debt every month. It's dumb. You know what? Put your money in smart things like starting a company, buying real estate, building a real estate building, buying a rental home, buying a house for yourself. This other stuff is worthless. You're always going to be behind if you think that way. And the bottom line is things are really expensive today, way more than they were when we were kids.
They are. No doubt.
I used to have lunch and it was $7. It's $15 to have lunch now,
Yep.
It's really a lot. So, Eric, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I was just going to say, I think that's actually the average price today of lunch. It's like $15 to $18.
I just guessed
or a meal, I guess, not lunch, per meal, like eating out wise.
That's why you go with the Jimmy Dean frozen sausages, bro.
That doesn't hurt your wallet, does it, Chad?
No, but it probably hurts my heart, my arteries,
Yeah, but you're eating fucking carrots and peaches and fucking who knows. I'm sorry, I'm dropping F-bombs. Eric, send those pictures to Chad, and I want you both to have a live reaction to my car.
Okay.
And I'll just keep.
Ooh, I'm excited. Are we doing this right now?
Yeah, it's better if you guys react.
I had a mental picture of it, but this will be reality.
Jimmy, that's funny when you say Jimmy Dean. You sound like the spokesperson for Jimmy Dean.
Hey, maybe they'll sponsor your podcast.
Accent. Yeah, we're talking about it.
Oh, dude, okay. Yeah, this is sick, bro.
Here, I got a couple more. I got one more here. I'm more into this than my last one, but I was really depressed when I got my last one, and I'm not depressed anymore. So maybe I'm just feeling better. I don't know. So my question, I've had 3 black cars in a row. Then I got this gray one now. Did I make a mistake?
Well, it looks like it's like an off gray kind of, is it?
I know it's Alpine gray. I don't know.
I thought it was white. I thought it was white in the picture.
See, you thought it was white. Here, send him my old car, Eric.
Here's what I would say, bro. If you had 3 black cars and you wanted to switch it up, then you did the right thing.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of looks from mostly guys, but it's, whatever.
Hey, man.
Someone's paying attention.
Dudes are into cars more than girls are. I mean, that's the way it goes. Either way, both vehicles are sick. The
black one is underpowered, in my opinion.
I like this white one.
It's the engine. It's the entry level engine. But no, I wouldn't have bought a new car this soon. They just happened to have one I wanted, and my car was still going to be sold for a lot of money. So,
dude, that Mercedes the logo that they project onto the ground, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I know that. I do like that.
That's crazy.
They've got something more that the dealership, I found it. The dealership didn't even know about it. The guy that sold me my car. They've got something now. So that's a still image. That's like a projection of light, obviously. They've got a new feature where it will shoot down a pattern with all little Mercedes logos, and they'll all animate and like turn on and off, turn on and off. Like it'll be an animation. So I want that now.
Now I'm hoping that.
See, it's always keeping up with the Joneses, though. Now I want that. That's crazy.
I'm hoping that's only when you're parked, right?
Yeah, it's parked or when you're under 5 miles an hour, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I would say that could be pretty distracting. Like,
yeah, it could. It looks like a turn. I feel like it could. Depending on what it looks like, maybe it looks like a turn signal. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
But let's see.
I'd be like, this guy's watching a movie on the pavement. I'm confused.
Yeah. It might be too. Who knows? Maybe they'll pull it. I don't know. I've never seen it.
I wouldn't really say it's keeping up with the Joneses, but I think it depends. If you are able to do it and it's something that makes you happy, like who cares?
It's not expensive to do. That's a minor thing.
Yeah.
It's not expensive to do that. It's on the mirrors, Okay, but it's got like my old car wasn't as intelligent. It's got really great like intuitive navigation where it'll use one of the cameras in the front of the car to show you where the turns are, and then it'll add arrows and text to the real feed of what the car is seeing to get you to follow the navigation. And then it reads speed limit signs. So anytime you go past one sign, it'll change, and the car will tell you the current speed on this road is this X.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if
it's more intelligent.
I don't know if Mercedes does this. I think Audi does this. They have a thing on their dash where if you're coming up to a stoplight, it'll tell you when it's going to turn green or when it's going to turn red.
I don't have that. No, that's pretty cool.
I always just think, like, how crazy is the technology going to be?
Yeah, it
like,
never stops.
50 years from now, like, you look at an iPhone and compare that to the phones we had, like a Motorola Razr in high school. We thought that was like crazy. Now we got iPhones. In 50 years, what is it going to be like, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like we could take a pause on some technology, but it just doesn't work that way. And it's
Right.
just always going faster and faster. And now we've got AI and Chat GPT and all these crazy things. And the cars, well, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think what. Oh, yeah. And then the hybrid part of the car, I want to make sure I don't forget this. So it's a smaller tank than my old one. So my old one was like 20 gallons of fuel. This one's like 15 gallons of fuel, but then the battery's like 60 miles. So if I can charge it for free in my building with the generic Tesla charger. So if I don't go anywhere, but let's say I go to work or I go to somewhere around the city, like every day. If I just am in the city, I'm not going to burn off any more mileage than that. And I take it home every night and charge it. And I could go for a month and not fill it up with fuel. But if I'm on highways and I'm guessing if it's cold, which has not been cold yet, then I'm sure it'll kill the battery. But it also has that thing that Tesla has where it brakes for you. That was hard to get used to. I was car sick the first day I had it. And then I figured out you could turn that setting down, but it's always, even if it's out of battery, it still brakes for you, which I don't know why. There's no benefit if it's out of battery. But anyway, I got used to it, and I'll show it to you, Eric.
Yeah, when I come over there or come up there, I'll be excited to ride in that. It seems like a very nice vehicle. So
thank you. Bring your thong. Okay. All right, Eric. Let's see. What else do I have here? Yeah, more of my friends, Chad, are having kids. In more depressing news, and I continuously get discriminated against for not having them because I can't relate or double babysit, whatever. But there's that, I've noticed, and I think Chad has it, there's a twinkle in their eye. They have the kid, they love it, and I don't have a twinkle because I'm barren and there's nothing, I'm not creating new life. But I'm sure your friends are the same way, Chad, and Eric, I know, are.
Yeah, basically anywhere I go is like, when are you getting married? When are you having
so annoying.
kids?
People, what
stuff
the fuck?
like that.
Keep it stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
6 years though, but still.
Right. And I think also like our generation, if you compare us to like our parents, they were married at early 20s and had kids early 20s, and it's kind of like nowadays you're getting married closer to 30, so
right.
I think we get compared to that a lot, but
yeah.
But at the same time, I know for me, marriage would be good for me, man. I mean, just as far as being held accountable and putting her before myself and not being selfish and not being lazy, it would be a good idea for me.
That's good. That's maturity that you know that. Are you a religious guy, Chad?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. So
Christian. Just you're not Catholic, are you?
I am Catholic.
You are
actually.
Catholic. Oh, I'm Catholic. Yep.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yep. We'll have to go to church sometime.
There you go, man.
Eric is godless, so we won't be going with him. Okay.
Wow.
Ooh, Eric, I'm sorry. Some fun facts. I just have one, I guess, this week. If you sleep alone, you actually will live longer by 2 years. So, Chad, Eric, you both live with, or you sleep with your girlfriends, I'm sure, or just sleep, I'm talking about. If you stop sleeping with them, you're going to live longer. Just take that advice and put 2 beds together and do it.
I sleep with my dog. Does that help at all, or?
I didn't read anything about dogs.
I have heard that it like decreases anxiety and stuff, but then I heard they wake you up like an average of once per night, which wouldn't work in there.
Who does?
The dog.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how that would be a mark in the positive column, but
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep with a dog. I don't have a dog, but I probably wouldn't want to sleep with one. I'd sleep with a little one, maybe a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
There
you go.
You have a big dog?
Yeah, I got a Labrador. He's like 75 pounds. So.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Oh, that's as much as Eric's left thigh. Okay.
Big quads.
Yeah. You think you have big quads? Eric has weird taste in women, and I'm not talking about his girlfriend.
This is not.
He sends me things sometimes, and they're like ripped, and they have abs, and I'll pick the more feminine one that's hotter. He'll be like, "No, the other girl's hotter," and I'm like, "Yeah, she has a dick, fucking asshole." They're too muscular. You want to see yourself. You're looking in the mirror.
That's false.
Yeah, I mean, there's
weird.
There's a fine line with each dude. I mean,
yeah, it's a big line.
Like my girlfriend's built pretty darn solid, dude. Like,
oh boy.
If I didn't lift, I would feel like I shouldn't be with her because she would like beat me up or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. So does she work out a lot too?
She works out somewhat consistently. But she's just got the genetics of like an athlete, and she's just got that build.
That's what Eric would claim if we were in court. That's what he would just say. He said that to me a few days ago. He said, "No, I just like athletic girls." That's good though. Everyone here's, and I know Eric's girlfriend works out a lot too.
Right. Yeah.
So everyone's working out. Good. I guess I'm not.
You worked out today, you said, Matt.
I did today. I did, but I don't consistently, but I did. And I did text that trainer again, but again.
I did hear some great advice about if you're like having trouble consistently working out, is if you're interested in hearing some advice.
Of course.
Is like after your work day and you're planning, you need to work out. Obviously you're going to be tired. Everybody's going to be tired. And a lot of people use that as an excuse why not to work out. But I heard that if you leave it up to chance and you make it negotiable, it's probably not going to happen. But if you make it non-negotiable, I'm going to work out no matter what after work, no matter how I feel, that's where you start getting in there and making it happen.
Yeah.
So if you just make it non-negotiable, and really if you do it for like 2 weeks and you get that regimen down, like that's the hardest part, is just that first process of getting the ball rolling. And after that, you're kind of set in stone. You just got to make it non-negotiable.
Yeah. They normally say it takes, I believe it's 21 days to get into routine.
Are you going to look different in 21 days? Probably.
I would I mean, you might see
a little bit.
I compare it to clay, so you might see the clay start to mold a little bit different.
I guarantee you will feel way different.
Yeah,
and that's where
I bet your face starts to drain in 21 days from all this shit in it, right?
But see, that's how I am. No, regardless of how I feel, even if I'm like sad, whatever, in a mood, I go to the gym no matter what.
Yeah, and I follow these guys, or this guy on Instagram, and they say, well, everyone's tired and you have malaise and fatigue. And they said, you're tired and malaise and fatigue because you don't work out. You're not too tired to work out. You're tired because you're not working out.
Yeah. Working out, no doubt, gives you energy, which kind of is confusing to grasp because you think you have to expend more energy, but afterwards you're like energized.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, abs and gosh. Wow. Okay. Eric, anything else on that?
Nope.
What's going on with you? Any encounters in the gym that were weird or awkward lately? Or
I will say, I recently
see you shower naked, or what's going on?
I recently am getting over a very bad sprained ankle, and I've never sprained my ankle before.
How'd you do that?
So, I was messing around.
How'd you do that, Eric?
I was messing around at the bar.
What were you doing? You get in a bar
Dancing?
fight?
No.
With gravity.
Yeah,
You
with
fell
gravity.
dancing in a bar and you sprained your ankle?
The floor was wet.
What bar?
Luke Bryan in Nashville.
With your girlfriend?
Yeah, I was with a group of people.
Okay.
Nashville will get you, man.
I think I'm going there soon. All right, let's move on here I've got one hotel review. It's pretty boring this time. Or is it? Thought I had one hotel review. Oh yeah, podcast list. I was in Toronto for work. I went to the meeting was at the Ritz-Carlton there. Nice hotel. I'd recommend it always, but the rating: service is 9, food 9, building setting design 8, guest to staff ratio 9, and room rating 8.5, overall score 8.7. They've got some really good restaurants in that hotel and bars. There's one on the back patio that you can't miss, and even the bar right off the lobby's pretty good. So good experience. Toronto gave me no vibe whatsoever. I was not impressed with it. Been to Canada before, but not Toronto. Everyone tells me it's similar to Chicago. It's like our Chicago. I might be biased, but Chicago has way more going on, way more vibes. There was construction in Toronto, but there was just I didn't get any special feeling, and I had no interest in walking around the city. So I had a great view of whatever that needle thing they have is right outside my room, and that didn't even look that cool. So I don't know.
That's what I was going to ask, if you went up in that, because that's really all I know about Toronto.
I did not go up in it, but my room, I don't know what I was on, the 25th floor. I could see I was right behind it, facing the river, I guess. So,
Okay.
Or whatever that river is. Canada. Banff is amazing. That was one of the meetings we had not too long ago. That I recommend, but definitely Toronto. If you don't need to go there, I wouldn't say it's a destination. It did not excite me at all. Quick trip anyway. So, okay, that's finished. Where we've been eating this week. This is a new neighborhood edition because we moved. I've been to Sushi Doku several times. That's a great local spot. And cheaper than Nobu. I've been to Forno Rosa several times. I think it's like Neapolitan pizza. I will say, when I was there, the server, they have those machines where you put the card in. But when I finished and paid, the waiter just waited and watched me. They should really leave the piece of equipment with you alone, and then they pick it up after you leave, or at least they walk away for a minute, because then they're watching what you're tipping, and that's kind of awkward and weird. So they still need to train people to give people their privacy when they're tipping. I've been to Trivoli Tavern, excellent. Bandit, and there before. Green Street Meats. I was in Red Arrow Road, not neighborhood, Red Arrow Roadhouse and Union Pier. And my uncle ordered extra blue cheese for our blue cheese chips, so I know we're related. I've also been to High Five Ramen, which is in the basement of Green Street Meats. That has all of 8 seats in it, and it's dark. It was good, but I don't need to go there again. It's a huge wait. Public and Quality Meats is like a fancy deli around here. Really, really high quality stuff. Everything there you can tell is pretty much homemade, and I want to go to their full restaurant across the street soon. And then Kuma's Corner in West Loop, it was awful, dirty. The staff didn't seem good, gross uniforms. That's a small chain, maybe 4 stores. There's one in Indy, but this one here was really, really not good. So
what's it called again?
Kuma's Corner. I think there's one in Indy, not on Mass Ave. What's that other area that people go to? It like shoots the other way. No, by downtown.
I'm not familiar with all the streets yet. Great. I haven't been here very long.
Okay. The city's not that big. But we're the White
from
Castle.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah. You're not from there. You're from Indiana.
Here we go.
You're a dick. Okay. Anyone else has been to a good restaurant? I know the restaurants in Mishawaka and Indy fairly well. Any highlights, guys?
I will say one Mishawaka restaurant that I always go to with my parents is Aladdin's Eatery. Do you know where that is? Over by the UP Mall?
Yes. Never been.
It's actually really good.
What is that? Indian food?
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, you eat on a magic carpet too.
Do you?
because it's called Aladdin's.
How long? I get it. How long has that been going on? Has that been there?
I want to say that was McCree's Deli, like when we were in high school.
Oh, yeah.
But it hasn't been there that long. I would say maybe 15 years or so. Maybe 10 years. I don't know.
Wow. Eric, I'll try it. And if it's terrible, I'll never try another thing you recommend. Chad,
it's good.
What about you?
Another a good spot they just put in downtown. They put a social cantina down there on the Riverwalk.
Downtown Mishawaka?
Yes, sir. Right there on the Riverwalk.
Less familiar with it, but I know I can picture it.
I don't know if Social Cantina is like a chain or if that's
it's a chain.
Okay.
It's in Bloomington as well, and there's one here.
People are probably laughing at me then. Let me think of one that's like Mishawaka.
I don't think it's a huge chain.
Here's a good one. Mishawaka, Indiana. Scooby's Sub Shop, bro.
Scooby's. I've never been there.
The best sub you'll ever have, man. Eric, yes or no?
Is that a chain, Eric?
No, I went to it for the first time with Chad. It was actually pretty good. It's just a little like mom and pop sandwich shop.
It's not a chain. It's off the chain, bro.
I'll try to check it out. Mishawaka.
But, yeah, it's right around that same area, like downtown on Main Street. And the sub, I will say, it takes about 10 minutes longer than you would expect, but it is worth the wait, man, because they slow toast that thing. Good eating, bro.
Chad sounds like he's from the South, not as much Northern Indiana. What? It's what?
It's over by the police department downtown Mishawaka.
Okay. Well, Mishawaka is probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest city in that area. So
great. Chad sounds like he's from the South.
I know he has an accent, kind of.
He does have country music.
Hey, okay. That's not an accent. I don't know what I just did. Eric, all right, we're going to wrap this up, guys. Unless you have anything else on food. Eric's life is so boring because he doesn't eat anything.
I'm trying to think of another good Mishawaka restaurant that people could.
There's a pizza place downtown that's good. Rocco's?
Well, we have Barnaby's. You're not thinking of Barnaby's?
I don't think that's okay, probably.
Rocco's doesn't ring a bell. What could he be talking about, Weist?
I'm not sure.
Pizza place. See, Eric, I always call him a feather because he just floats around the country wherever the wind blows. But I'm a Mishawaka only guy.
Yeah, I'm right. Rocco's in South Bend.
Oh, okay, that's South Bend, man.
well, you're basically in fucking South Bend. Just like I basically went to Goshen or whatever. It's all the same.
we're right next door, same area.
Rocco's is good. It's got really high ratings, 4.7.
Yeah, I might have been there one time.
Everything else is a chain. Mishawaka's full of chains, which I'm fine with, by the way. But
Scooby's, man, Scooby's is not a chain, and it's worth it.
Okay, I'll check it out. You guys have a new Dick's too. You got all new Dick's over there.
Brand new Dick's. Yep. And I'm not gonna giggle about the name, but
don't giggle.
They literally moved it like the same plaza, like 2 store locations down, and but yeah, it's pretty darn nice.
You've been there already?
I have, yeah.
Wow. See, Chad knows all the haunts. All right, I think we're good on food. Songs of the week. Super Shy by New Jeans. Super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine. Who's in Your Head by the Jonas Brothers. Wanna know who's in your head, stealing your heart while I'm still bleeding. And Do It All Again by Punctual and Jordan Shaw. We'll do it all again when all the lights go down till we both pass out. And remember to listen to any of these songs that were featured today or to find any that have been played on WAG. Just search WAG songs on Spotify for the show's playlist. Every time I release an episode, that playlist is updated. It's getting close to 4 hours, I think. So if you like the music, that's a really great soundtrack, but playlist for working out or a long drive. Or I think I use it a lot. But that's it for this episode. I want to thank Chad and Eric. You guys didn't have to do this and take your Tuesday night and talk to me. I really appreciate it. This will be, anywhere you find podcasts. And remember to follow Chicago_pod on Instagram and DM me anything that's on your mind, including relationship problems, Eric, restaurant picks, or you just want me to visit a new hotel and review it on the pod, again, I really don't get any DMs, so it'd be nice to get a couple, maybe every month. But otherwise, we're going to wrap this up, and you guys can say bye right at the end. See you guys next time right here. Have a great week. See you guys.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good luck to you, and I'm sure we'll talk. And Eric, I'll see you soon.
Yep. Bye, Eric.
Okay, bye, Eric.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
See ya.
Subscribe to WAG now and find out what George will sound off about next. New episodes drop every other Thursday anywhere podcasts are available.